Hello and welcome to Ritual Flow. This is our mobility flow class, and today we'll be focusing on our hips through some lunges. So let's get started. Let's find a nice, comfortable position sitting on the floor to begin. We'll bring our hands and relax them over the legs, making sure your spine is nice and straight, rolling those shoulders up and back. When you're ready, I invite you to close your eyes. And we'll begin with 3 big breaths to bring us into our center. Let's take a nice big inhale into the belly and into the chest. Hold gently at the top. And full exhale slowly. Big inhale. Hold at the top. And slow, full exhale. One more big, deep inhale. Hold at the top. And very slow and relaxing exhale. Keeping the breath alive. Inhale deeply. And bring your awareness into your belly. Feel as the belly expands with fresh new energy. And then softens down with your exhale. Notice as your rib cage expands with your inhale and softens with your exhale. Inhale deeply and bring your awareness up into your chest now. Breathing deeply into the chest, feeling your heartbeat strongly. And inhale, bringing your awareness into your shoulders. And as you exhale, allowing them to relax down, releasing any stress or tension you may be holding. Inhale deeply and expand your awareness throughout your body now. Try and feel into all the little sensations that come up. Breathing into your body, allowing it to expand with fresh new energy. And then soften and relax down with your exhale. Slowly surrendering down into the earth, allowing your lower limbs to become heavy and relaxed. Breathing into the body here. Bringing the mind to the breath and the breath to the body. Keeping that awareness as we flow forward. Inhale deeply and bring your hands up and overhead, lengthening up towards the sky. Exhale, we bring one hand down next to the hips and we reach up and over with the other arm. Nice side stretch here. With an exhale, that top hand is going to come down to the floor to meet the other hand. And a little twist here. Deep breath into the belly. We're going to begin walking those hands across in front of the body to the other side now. Coming into a little twist on the other side. With a nice big inhale, we're going to lift up one arm to reach up and over, side stretch on this side. Inhale to reach up. Exhale to bring it down. Wonderful. Let's bring our hands to the knees. We're going to do a little seated cat-cow to stretch that spine. Give a nice big inhale as you open the chest. Push the belly forward. Push those shoulders back. Exhale, curve the spine, bring those shoulders inward, tuck the pelvis. Inhale, bringing that belly out, opening the chest. Exhale, send it back, curve it in. Inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, send it back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. And exhale, back. Nice big inhale to come back to center. Whew. All right, start off, we're gonna get into our tabletop. So let's come on all fours. Making sure our arms are lined up, shoulder, elbow, and wrists. And our hips and knees are also in line. I want you to make sure your core is nice and tight. You're sucking in that belly so you can also have a nice straight spine here. Take a deep breath in your tabletop here. Full exhale. We're going to start with our hip rotations. With a nice big inhale, let's bring one knee up, kicking that heel towards the ceiling. From here, we're going to rotate that knee around, bringing it down, back, out, and forward. Nice, gentle circles here, just opening the hips to begin. Breathing deeply into that hip socket. pushing through your hands to keep you stable. Wonderful. Give me one more circle here. Bring it down. And with that same knee, we're going to kick out to the side to start engaging and activating that glute. So inhale, we're going to kick that knee out to the side. Exhale to bring it down. Inhale, lift the knee. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. We're gonna hold here. Kick that leg all the way out. And then plant the foot down onto the floor so you have a nice diagonal leg out to the side. I'm going to turn around here so you can see. So you should have your foot planted down on the floor, your hands also on the floor. And we're going to inhale to lift up onto the knee. Wonderful. We have one knee bent onto the ground, and we have one leg straight. From here, we're going to take the hand with the extended leg and bring that hand to the extended leg. Your other arm is going to reach up and over for a nice side stretch here. Breathing into those side ribs. Inhale to lift back up. From here, we are going to lift this knee and turn it out. So you have a 90-degree angle with the knee, and this foot is completely planted on the floor. So you have one knee on the ground and one knee pointing outward, making sure that hip is fully open here. From here, you can bring those hands to the hips, or you can bring them out for a good balance. From here, we are going to shift our body towards the side that the knee is pointing to bring the hips down towards the ground for a nice stretch in our inner thigh here. And we'll inhale to lift. Exhale to shift down. Breathing deeply into this hip. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift, pushing through that foot. Exhale, down. As far as you're comfortable. Inhale, push up. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, push it down. Inhale, lift. You got it. One more. Bring it down. We're going to hold here. Breathe deeply into those hip flexors. You got this. Pushing through that grounded foot. Nice deep breath. Inhale to lift up. Wonderful. We're going to extend that foot back out diagonally like we had it. And we're going to bring the hands back onto the mat. From here, we're just going to bring that foot right back to our tabletop. And we're going to take it to the other side. On all fours. Engage that core. Make sure that spine is nice and straight as you push through the hands. Give me a nice cleansing breath here. And we'll begin with hip rotations on the other side. Lifting that knee up, back, forward, and out. Nice, gentle circles, opening the hip on this side. Keep that breath alive. Push through those hands to keep you balanced. Give me one more circle. Bring it down. And we'll go for side lifts on this side. Inhale to kick that knee up towards the side. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. We're gonna hold to kick and extend that leg out and plant the foot onto the ground with the extended leg out diagonally. Inhale to lift up onto the knee. Wonderful. The hand on the side of the extended knee comes onto that leg. And we reach up and over. Breathing deeply here. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release. We're gonna bring the knee up, plant the entire foot onto the ground. Making sure those hips are nice and open, pointing forward. Spine is straight, of course. Hands can come to the hips or out to the side for balance. When you're ready, give me a nice big inhale here. Exhale to shift those hips down and to the side. Inhale, push through that grounded foot to bring you back up. We're strengthening the hip flexors here. Exhale, shift it over. Inhale, push it back up. Exhale, shift it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Last one, exhale, lower. We're gonna hold here for a nice big stretch. Breathing into those hip flexors, making sure that knee stays open. Inhale to bring it all the way up. Wonderful. We're extending that leg back out and planting the hands onto the mat and bringing that leg back in to your tabletop. Woohoo! That was the first part of our flow here. Coming back to our tabletop, give you a nice cleansing breath. Deep breath in. Full exhale out. We're going to bring one leg up and forward to plant the foot in between the hands, coming into a low lunge. Keeping those hands planted, you can come onto the fingertips or keep the hands fully on the ground, whichever you prefer. We're going to tuck the back toes into the ground and lift the back knee for a runner's lunge. We're going to hold here for a second, getting those hips nice and used to this position. Take a deep breath in. Full breath out. As you inhale, we're going to extend that front knee, lifting the hips, coming into a pyramid. Keeping those hands on the ground. We just extended that front leg and lifted the hips up. The back heel can also stay up off the ground. From here, exhale to bend this front knee once again, coming back into your lunge. Feel a nice stretch on the hip flexor. Inhale to extend that front knee once again, pyramid. Exhale, bend the knee, lunge. Inhale, pyramid. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, pyramid. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, pyramid. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, pyramid. We're holding here. Maybe bring that chest down towards the extended leg a little more to get a nice pull through the back of the front leg. Breathing deeply here. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, bend that front knee once again. Come back to your lunge. Wonderful. We're going to tiptoe the front foot out towards the side so we can bring both hands in towards the middle, coming into our lizard. Here you should be able to dip those hips a little bit lower, keeping those back toes on the ground. Take a deep breath here, allowing those hips to sink. Keep pushing through that grounded foot. We're going to take the outside arm and plant it on the floor. Our inside arm, the one that's closest to our knee, is going to lift up with an inhale, all the way up towards the sky, opening the chest in a twist. Exhale, we're going to bring it down, bringing that forearm to the floor. Inhale, leading with that elbow, we're twisting open. Exhale, bring it down, forearm to floor. Inhale, open. Exhale, lower. Inhale, open. Exhale, lower. You got this. One more. Inhale, open. Exhale, lower. Plant both hands back on the floor. Wonderful. We're going to tiptoe that same front foot all the way to the other side now. Bringing it across the body so we can bring that knee down to the mat. And sit the hips down for our pigeon. Bringing the hands in front of that shin. You can plant that foot, the back foot, all the way down. And then come on to the elbows. And relax into your pigeon. Deep breaths here. Inhale to lift back onto your hands, lifting the chest. Whoo, what a deep stretch. Planting the hands in front of our shin. We're going to tuck those back toes once again and lift that back knee. From here, we're going to lift that front knee and kick it back, coming into a plank position. You got this. Push through those hands. Give me a nice deep breath in here. Exhale to bend the knees and come back to our tabletop. Whoo! Great job. Engaging that core. Coming back to our center. Give me a nice deep breath in. Cleansing breath out. Our opposite knee this time is going to lift and come forward so we may plant the foot between the hands in a low lunge. Then we're going to tuck the back foot and plant the toes. And we're going to lift that back knee coming into our runner's lunge. Take a nice deep breath here as we open up the hips. With our next inhale, we're going to come into our pyramid, extending that front leg. Exhale to bend the knee. Come back to your lunge. Inhale, extend pyramid. Exhale, runner's lunge. Inhale, pyramid. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, pyramid. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, pyramid. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, pyramid. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, pyramid. We're going to hold here. Maybe bring that chest towards the extended leg for a full stretch of that leg. Grounding the back toes. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale to bend that knee. Come back to your lunge. Whew. All right, let's tiptoe this front foot outwards and bring both hands to the middle. Keeping that back knee up, toes grounded. Give me a nice breath in here as those hips sink down, opening up even more. Woo! Wonderful. That outside hand is planting down firmly into the ground. The inside hand, closest to your knee, is going to sweep up with an inhale, opening for a twist. Exhale, bringing that forearm down to the ground. Inhale, twist and open. Exhale, lower. Inhale, twist. Exhale, lower. Inhale, twist. Exhale, lower. Inhale, twist. Exhale, lower. Plant both hands. We're going to allow that back knee to come down to the ground as we tiptoe that front foot across the body to bring the knee all the way down to the ground. Hip Land softly on the mat, making sure they're both facing forward. And we relax the back leg. And when you're ready, come down onto the elbows to your pigeon. Relax here and deep breaths into those hips. Inhale, plant the hands and lift the chest. Whew. We're gonna sit back onto the hip so that our back leg can swing forward to our seated position. Grounding our sit bones onto the earth. We're gonna take our bottom leg and bend it so our knee is pointing forward. Then we'll take our other leg and we're gonna bring it up and over on top of the bottom knee, trying to stack the knees as best you can. So you should have both knees pointing towards the front. Run wide on top of each other. From here, we're gonna plant the hands in front of the knees. Give me a nice big inhale to open the chest. Exhale to bring that chest down towards the knees and relax the body over the legs. Getting a nice stretch here in the glute side and relaxing. Deep breaths. Inhale to push through the hands and lift the chest. Exhale to relax. Whew. Beautiful. Now let's take it to the other side. That top knee is going to go to the bottom now. So we'll bend that one first, making sure that knee is pointing forward. And then we'll take the other knee and bring it up and over, making sure our knees are nice and lined up. Grounding the sit bones. Wonderful. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, fold it forward. Ooh, relaxing over the legs. Deep breath here. Inhale to roll it up. Exhale to release and relax. Whew, shake out the legs. Oh yeah, wonderful. We're gonna extend the legs out in front of us. Ground our sit bones into the earth. Engage that core. Open the chest. You have a nice straight back here. With a nice big inhale, we reach the arms up towards the sky. Exhale to forward fold, reaching towards the toes or past the toes and coming down, relaxing over the legs. Big, deep breaths here. Into the back of the legs, into the hips. You've done wonderful work here, stretching and strengthening those hips. Allow this pose to relax you fully and relax your body completely. Release the head, relax the arms. Breathe deeply. Maybe give thanks to your body for all that it does for you every day. Great job today. Take a deep breath in and slow breath out. Inhale deeply to roll it up very gently. Bringing one vertebrae on top of another gently until you're sitting up straight once again. Take a cleansing breath here. Wonderful. Just come to a seated position at the center of your mat. Relax your hands over the legs. Take a nice deep inhale in. And full exhale, release. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful day. I will see you next time.